Hello, Lisa Jean here. Let's look at the topic of food allergy. They're important because they can cause a great deal of problems to your customers. And when your problem has a customer, you have a problem. um, what you need to differentiate is when someone in the dining room is having a problem. Is it a food allergy or a potential foodborne illness? That decision has to be made quickly. Um, if it's food allergy, you must focus on that person. If it's a foodborne illness, you have to focus on the people around that person. They're already sick, but don't get anyone else sick. People have food allergies. I mean, gosh, probably nearly all the time know that they have food allergies. If they're having a problem, go ask them, do you have food allergies? If yes, then proceed with that diagnosis. If no, then suspect possible foodborne illness. Now, if they have hives, rash, difficulty breathing, I would proceed with the logic that it is a food allergy. If they just throw up and basically ill, then it could be nothing, but you must, the only logical thing to do is consider it a foodborne illness, because if it is, then serious ramifications for people surrounding them exist, and it must be promptly taken care of. You can't wait to take a break to worry about it. A food allergy is a medical condition in which exposure to a food triggers a harmful immune system response. When you go to the doctor with an illness, the doctor usually treats your immune system's over-response to the problem rather than the illness. Your immune system's over-response will kill you more often than the problem itself will. You know, your immune system sees a lot of stuff and just freaks out, why it overdoes it, I don't know, to tell you the truth. The immune response on an allergic reaction occurs because the immune system attacks proteins in the food that normally harm us. Normally harmful substances, but the confused immune system attacks it. And the proteins that trigger the reaction called allergen. Symptoms of an allergic reaction to food can range from mild, itchy mouth, a few hives, to severe throat tightening, difficulty breathing. Anaphylaxis. Ana is from Greek for up back. Phylaxis, guard, so back guard. There's a serious allergic reaction that is sudden in onset and can cause you to croak. In immunology, an antigen is a molecule capable of inducing an immune response. The immune system produces an antibody to solve the problem. When the body sees something it doesn't like, white blood cells, a blood white cell, will encapsulate it and send a message that that white blood cell and what's in it must be destroyed. And the immune system produces a the antibody for the antigen to kill it. Antigens are targeted by antibodies. In other words, your body produces a specific antibody for a specific antigen. Each antibody is specifically produced by the immune system to match the antigen of the cells in the immune system that come into contact with it. This allows a precise identification or matching of the antigen and initiation of a tailored response. The antibodies that match the antigen, since that it can bind to it, which is how this is done. I'll explain better in a minute. The antibody. You see, because of this, many different antibodies are produced. In other words, it may not be sure, so they produce several antibodies to hopefully get the right one. And each bind to a different antigen by sharing the same structure. In other words, the same form, but they can show up with different masks on. In most cases, an adapted antibody can only react to and bind one specific antigen. Some instances, however, antibodies may cross-react and bind to more than one antigen as possible. Food is not the only allergen that can cause a severe reaction. Allergic reactions can also be caused by a medication you're taking. Latex insecting, it's common, in the doctor's office, are you allergic to latex? Now, at the top you see antigens. Notice how they have different shapes. All proteins, okay. Let's start with hormones. Your body releases hormones, such as, estrogen, which is steroid, and the way that it makes your, for example, breasts grow. Breast cells have a specific, shall we say, hole in them, a specific shape, and the steroid estrogen can bind to that, but other can't, which is why it floods the body with something such as estrogen, and it gets the proper job done because the binding site is the same as the steroid or hormone, which is sent there to tell it, you go girl, or whatever. And, must match. Okay, well, any food can cause an adverse reaction. 8-type food count for 90%. Eggs, milk, peanuts, tree nuts, fish, shellfish, wheat, and soy. It'll probably be one of those. So, if you have food products on your menu that contain or might contain any of those food products, then you've got to warn them that contains this, so that they can do their best to avoid a big problem. They usually know, so they'll choose something different to feast on in your restaurant. Most common signs of allergic reaction: cough, difficulty, irregular breathing, wheezing, itchy throat or mouth, difficulty swallowing, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea, itchiness, red bump, or whelps on the scent, hives, and skin running. More than 170 foods have been reported to cause allergic reactions. And big 8, there's always a big something, are milk, egg, peanut, tree nuts, wheat, soy, fish, and crustacean shellfish are responsible for most of the serious food allergy reactions in the United States. And for some reason, which I haven't had the time to research yet, allergy to sesame is an emerging concern. How it can be an emerging concern when sesame's been around forever, I can't answer, but like to. Researchers estimate that up to 15 million people have food allergies, including 5.9 children under 18. That's 1 in 13 children, or 2 in every classroom. The nurse's office will be acquainted with that. About 30% of children with food allergies are allergic to more than one food. What? I remember when I was in grade school in the cafeteria, I mean, this stuff was unheard of. You know, you go to the kitchen and everyone had the same thing. I never met anyone in grade school that had a food allergy, but so I'm not really sure how to analyze that. Food allergies are on the rise. I guess that's how I answer that. How it can be on the rise, I don't know. CDC, Center for Disease Control, reports that prevalence of food allergies in children has increased by 50% between 1997 and 2011. That's very interesting, but I don't know why. Between 1997 and 2008, the prevalence of tree nuts appears to have more than tripled in the U.S. alone. Now I have a theory about what's going on here. It may be valid, may not be. Darwin's theory of evolution is survival of the fittest. In other words, all the weak ones need to go away, eliminated, because keeping the strong and the weak leads to overpopulation, pestilence, plague. No, if the ones that weren't healthy and able to make it on their own weren't there, they would have, the race would have a lot better chance of survival. But, for some reason, a lot of people think we have to save every last child, person, no matter how horrible it is on that person or their family. No matter what the cost. I mean, they, which is totally illogical. I think their approach to saving every last life is a projection of them thinking about, well, what if it was me? But as we save more and more of the unfit for survival in our society, those unfit are going to be, because they're unfit, more likely to, run into a lot of other problems. So we're used to, medical science couldn't save a lot of them, and that's, in my opinion, that's better than today, when everyone, it's save every last one at all costs, which is causing the weak, inferior individuals in the society, which would cause a rise in all the problems with surviving. Hope that makes sense. The allergy reactions, if serious, can be life-threatening. Maybe you should die. Every 3 minutes, food allergy reaction sends someone to the emergency room. Each year in the U.S., 200,000 people require emergency medical care for allergic reactions to food. Child hospitalization for food allergy tripled between 1990 and the 2000s. See, you save more people that ain't supposed to be here. Guess what? All the problems start rising, which causes a problem for the rest of society. From a biological standpoint, it's totally retarded to do this, but narcissistic humans, seem intent on destroying the race by doing things which should not be done. About 40% of children with food allergies have experienced a severe allergic reaction, such as anaphylaxis. Just allergic reactions require immediate treatment. If they don't, it keeps getting worse and worse. Once a serious allergic reaction, such as anaphylaxis, starts, the drug epinephrine is the only effective treatment. Epinephrine, called adrenaline, should be injected within minutes of the onset of the symptom. I haven't researched why this does that. I'm sorry. Easy to use spring-loaded syringes of epinephrine, called epinephrine auto-injectors, are available by prescription. I don't know why you got that prescription to have that, but I guess they have some crazy reason. Food allergy impact quality of life. Well, food allergy limits a major life activity, and believe it or not, may qualify an individual as disabled under the ADA Act. Caring for children with food allergies costs a lot. As we desperately try to do stupid things like save everybody, health care skyrockets, social problems skyrocket, all the problems skyrocket because you're doing something that shouldn't be done. And this is interesting. About 1 in 3 children with food allergy reports being bullied as a result. Kids, when they can hone in on any weakness, will try to bully you. Bullies don't try to bully the strong; they go after the weak, which shows you what kind of people bullies really are. Compared to children who do not have a medical condition, children with food allergies are twice as likely to be bullied. Show any weakness, well, here come a bully. Compared to children who don't have food allergies, children with food allergies are 2 to 4 times likely to have other allergic conditions. They're the ones that have all kinds of medical problems and likely to have others. Delaying introduction of allergenic foods does not provide protection against food allergy. In fact, weaning peanuts early and often to babies with egg allergies or eczema dramatically reduces the risk of developing peanut allergy, which gives us a hint of what's going on here. In other words, the immune system doesn't recognize as food. Whereas babies, if you put things in them that you suspect could lead to allergic reaction with that substance, well, most food allergies arise in childhood. At least 15% of food allergies are first diagnosed in childhood, adulthood. Again, I need to research this more thoroughly. Approximately 20-25% of epinephrine administration in schools involve individuals whose allergies were unknown at the time of the reaction. That's amazing, but someone said that severe fatal reactions can appear at any age. Teenagers and young adults with food allergies are at the highest risk of fatal food-induced anaphylaxis. Individuals with food allergies also have asthma, may be at increased risk for severe or fatal food allergy reactions. Most fatal food allergy reactions are triggered by foods consumed out of the home. In other words, what your mother cooks, she for some reason has a better handle, on it, because I guess she knows what she's adding to the food. Can food allergies be outgrown? In other words, can your immune system be trained to recognize it as not harmful? Although allergies to milk, eggs, wheat, and soy often resolve in childhood, children appear to be outgrowing some of these allergies more slowly than previous decades. Again, because we're saving the ones that shouldn't be saved. Allergies to peanuts, tree nuts, fish, and shellfish are generally lifelong. Is there a cure? No, there is no cure. We don't know how to train someone's immune system to not do what it's doing. But we can change what it sees is going on. We want to. Food allergies are managed by avoiding the problem, learning to recognize and treat reactions. Food allergy therapies are under study in clinical trials, but none is yet proven effective for general use. Corn allergies. Now let's look at a specific allergy. Allergic symptoms of corn allergy develop. A person's immune system becomes sensitive or overreacts. Eating corn or food containing corn base, or after being exposed to corn pollen. Corn and corn-derived products are used in many processed foods as well as many other everyday items. Corn allergy can be difficult to diagnose using standard skin or blood tests because it's hard to differentiate from corn pollen or other seed or grain. It's seed or grain. And to nail down which one may be tedious. A food elimination diet in which specific items are removed from a person's diet for a period of time to see if symptoms improve. This is one way to determine whether corn allergy is present. And sometimes you just have to find out, don't eat it for a while. Corn allergy symptoms: hives, skin rash, nausea, stomach cramps, indigestion, vomiting, diarrhea, stuffing or runny nose, sneezing, headache, asthma. Anaphylaxis, someone left an S off there. Silly goose. Potentially life-threatening vaccine that impairs breathing can send the body into shock. I can't handle it more. Egg allergy. Egg allergy develops when the body's immune system becomes sensitized and overreacts. See, there's an overreact in egg whites or yolks. When eggs are eaten, the body sees the protein as a foreign invader and sends out chemicals to defend against it. Those chemicals cause the symptom of an allergic reaction. Experts estimate that many 2% of children are allergic to eggs. Why did I never hear about any person when I grew up? I don't know. Fortunately, studies show that about 70% of children with an egg allergy will outgrow the condition by age 16. The body learns to get its act together a little better. Still, the stakes are high. Children who are allergic to eggs can have reactions ranging from mild rash to severe reaction anaphylaxis, which, once again, a life-threatening condition, impairs breathing, and can send the body into shock. Skin reactions to eggs: hives, rash, respiratory problem, stomach pain, anaphylaxis. Basically, reaction symptoms are very similar to what I'm trying to show here. Okay, fish allergy. Like other food allergies, which are typically first observed in babies, young children, an allergy to fish may not become apparent until adulthood. Which I don't have a clue why. When studies, many as 40% of people reporting fish allergy had no problems with fish until they were adults. Having an allergy to a fin fish, such as tuna, halibut, or salmon, does not mean that you have an allergic reaction to shellfish, such as shrimp, crab, and lobster. While some allergists recommend that individuals with a fish allergy avoid eating fish at all, it may be possible for someone allergic to one type of fish to safely eat other kinds. Kind of a risky trial and error. If you are allergic to a specific type of fish, your allergist can help you determine whether other varieties may be safe. They can have this figured out somehow. Milk allergy. Between 2 and 3% of children younger than 3 are allergic to milk. Although experts once believed that the vast majority of them would outgrow this allergy by the time they turn 3, recent studies contradict this theory. In one study, fewer than 20% of children had outgrown their allergies by age 4. So about 80% of children are likely to outgrow their food allergies before they are 16. Now, like you hear lactose intolerance. What is the difference in lactose intolerance and a milk allergy? Allergies are just there, okay? It's an allergic reaction. You got lactose intolerance. When you're a baby, babies have to drink milk, and your body produces an enzyme to break it down, the disaccharide down into the monosaccharides, which is the only thing the body can use. Nature somehow thought, well, after the baby got older, it won't need milk, and probably be eating other things, and so the enzyme is a natural decrease. When it decreases too much, or decreases a lot, it's lactose intolerance because you don't have the enzyme to break it down any longer. Sugars and then oats, glucose, sucrose, and lactose. Those are the monosaccharides. Lactose is a major carbohydrate in milk. There are others of most species. Lactose is a disaccharide, meaning two sugar molecule, composed of the monosaccharide D-glucose and D-galactose. There are right-handed and left-handed sugars, depending on the OH attachment to the chain is on the right or left hand side. Join in the beta 1 for glycosidic linkage. Glycosidic linkage is basically a dehydration synthesis. Well, for this video, let's just say they're stuck together. And achoo! That was food allergy.